How did you start to grow then? What was the catalyst behind growth? Just more accounts? You were just, ringing?
So the first year was tough. We lost money the first year.
Yeah.
It had some really, really rocky times the first year. I can remember we got our first year results. We lost about 80 grand or something.
Yeah.
I can remember sat there. I can remember going into a mate's bathroom and I rang my girlfriend at the time. Like, I'm not sure I can make this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can make it happen. I'm not sure I can do it. I think I'm gonna have to go back and get a job. And she was like, "Nah, you're not doing it. Because I was driving about 1,000 miles a week.
Yeah.
Up to Newcastle to Hull to Newcastle. Then I'd drive over to my parents in Bradford to stay there like 2 nights, and then back to Newcastle. And I'd probably see my girlfriend, now wife, maybe at weekends.
Yeah.
She was like, "Nah, you've got to carry on." So we had Christmas. I was still like, this is just tough, losing money. I can't do any more.
Yeah.
And we're still losing money.
Yeah.
And then we released a product called Synergy ISO 7, which is still around now. And I put so much work into it. We put like 4 or 5 months into the taste.
Yeah.
And it was an all-in-one product, and it was kind of one of the first of its kind, certainly for being high protein, quite low carbs, creatine, glutamine. It tasted amazing, and it had everything in. It was a one-stop shop for serious gym goers. And we launched it in January, and feedback was amazing. And from then, I knew we got something.
Yeah.
I knew from then, I was like, yeah, do you know what? I can make this work. It's gonna kill me, probably, but I can make it work. And then we started making money.
You mentioned all the kind of ingredients of that product. How do you end up coming up with that? How do you end up developing that? Is it in labs? How do you end up with that product?
So because I guess going back to my time spent at uni, I just spent all my time reading research books, books around nutrition, great books and mags at the time around sports nutrition. There were some brilliant authors. There was a magazine called Muscle Media 2000, and some of the contributors there were brilliant. They were really cutting edge. So it's just self-taught. I knew what I wanted. I think being target market was perfect, because ultimately I was creating products for myself.
Yeah.
And that's perfect for a business like ours. So I just self-taught. I knew what I wanted to go in it. I knew what I wanted. I knew what I didn't want. And then I just spent a lot of time working with a guy who used to make our first formulas, but he taught me how to add things like sweetener and flavorings, ratios, to the point where within a year, I could kind of make any formulas I want. And then we got a little kitchen area that we made into a lab, and then ultimately you make what you want in a product in a small run, and then you just take it to a manufacturing plant, and they upscale it to a run. So it is self-taught, and there's myself now and one guy in my business, one guy and a girl in my business, that I passed on to him and he passed on to her, understanding how to put together a powder.
Yeah. Are you still get involved in that, in products, or not so much now? So
products my passion. I don't get involved. I don't get involved in mixing day to day. He does that better than I ever could now, because he's taken my learnings and he's supercharged that and passed it on to the team. So I kind of miss that a little bit.
Yeah.
I kind of miss getting in there and putting together a product and thinking, it tastes amazing.
Do you look back on them days with fondness? Because it's interesting. I think that as you're getting degrees of success, everybody who's wanting success thinks, when you've got the success, that's probably when you're happy and happy-go-lucky and day. And at the time, it feels fucking hard. But kind of, at the start, I think you kind of forget about that, don't you? And most people kind of like the start. They always look back with it with fondness, even though there was a fear at the time that you rang your girlfriend, it might not work.
So I think I look back at it in two different ways. I think business is all about the journey for me. Business is really, I have a romantic look at business. I think it's all about journey and the people that you bring with you and the people that you affect and affect you on the way. So those early days were amazing because we were doing, PhD had a real big impact on where the market is now, because, we were one of the first 2 or 3 real breakout founder-led UK brands that kind of created a market, or certainly took a market on.